Good morning. This is Shri here with the Day 4 update of the India versus Australia fourth Test match at Ahmedabad. This is something that we've been waiting for a while, a Virat Kohli Test century. The drought has finally ended, and Virat Kohli registered his century after a very, very long time, almost 3 years. He made a magnificent 186 runs of 364 balls. A lot of patience, excellent cover drives, excellent pull shots, and he had a significant partnerships in response to a huge total for Australia. India finished with 571 runs. Australia trailed by 88 runs still, 3-0 in the second inning. But the story of the day was Virat Kohli's, magnificent century that helped India get a first inning lead of 91 runs, and he had great partnerships with Jadeja, Shrikar, Axar Patel. Really gave India a lot of momentum against Australia in this series. It was a much needed batting display for India after not registering good scores in the previous three test matches. So Kohli, to this, it's almost been 1,200 days for his 28th test century. Very patient, nearly perfect in reaching century after lunch. The one thing, significant thing here was it is a very slow century of 241 balls. The pitch is playing fine. There's not been much significant turn. There has been some turn because of some of the footmarks made by Mitchell Starc, but the discipline and the patience Virat showed was rewarded handsomely. The burden of a 3-year wait washed away right now, and the Kohli of the old, the dominant Kohli of the old, has returned. He completely demolished both the Australian pacers, Cameron Green and Mitchell Starc, with the reverse ball. And after his initial patience, he did launch into both the off spinners Nathan Lyon and Todd Murphy, who were pretty solid against Virat in the first session. Great support, as I said, from other players in the Indian side. 168-run partnership with Axar Patel. They grinded it out. And after lunch, Kohli was on fire. A lot of boundaries in the afternoon. Great drives, pull shots of Lyon. And Axar did his part in terms of not only hitting some great boundaries, but launching some huge sixers over the boundary. They did look very closely to get a double century stand, and Axar has still searching for his maiden test century. He has been solid throughout this series. He's been one Indian batsman coming at number 7 who has showed a lot of grit and determination. But once Kohli and Axar got out, I mean, India was well positioned at 550 for 5, but I do think that the last 5 wickets fell pretty easily. And another thing to note is Bharat actually played well, and he had a great score in the mid 40s, good sixers as well, and I think he had 2 pulls for 6s and a cut for 4 in the 1 over. So Bharat has definitely come through from a batting standpoint, although his wicket keeping is still in doubt. And when Australia started to bat in the second inning, he did drop a sitter of Ashwin. So Australia is back batting. I mean, they do have Matthew Kuhneman and Travis Head at the crease. It's going to be an interesting fifth day. I predict a draw in this series. Australia is still behind 88 runs. The pitch is not showing any signs of tear, so the Indian bowlers will have to toil the whole day. And I think Australia might be content with a draw. And the good news for India is that if it is a draw, they do win the series outright 2-1. But India is also keeping a very, very close eye on the New Zealand match. New Zealand still has about 250 plus runs to chase. The Sri Lankan, they're 28 for 1. That is anyone's match to win. So India is keeping an eye out on it. And let's see what day 5 brings out in Ahmedabad. So with that, a great response by India. Amazing century by Kohli. Very well deserved. Very patient, determined, and then he then displayed his old Kohli, the dominance of old Kohli, especially against fast bowlers, and then of Nathan Lyon. Axar Patel, excellent batting as well, and then Shrikar Bharat came through with some good contribution. And the Australian bowlers, they all had 3 wickets each, but let's see what day 5 brings in, and thanks for listening.